All right, y'all, for today's mini Devo, I want to take you back to Genesis again. We're taking a look at Noah and everything that took place right before, during, and right after the flood. So how about taking a look at the last verse of chapter 5, chapter 6, 7, and 8. I want to summarize the thought for you today. So chapter 6, verse 3, which is the verse we have been focusing on, says that God gave everybody 120 years. That's well established. So for 120 years, Noah was preaching and prepping everything up and doing everything he had to do until the flood came, right? Chapter 7, verse 11 says that the flood came when Noah was 600 years. Meaning, if you do the math, that he began the whole thing, the whole endeavor, when he was 480 years. If you do the math, 600 minus 120 takes you back down to 480 years. By the time he was 500 years old, that's when he had Shem, Ham, and Japheth, the three of them. That's what verse 32 tells us in chapter 5, which means he began the whole thing, prepping up for the, for the flood, building the ark and everything else before the three of them came along. Maybe one or two of them were, sticking around, but it says that when he was 500 years old, that's when the three of them were present. So my question to you is, Noah lived 950 years. He served God his whole life. How long is long enough for you to serve God? 10 years? 20 years? 50 years? I mean, just prepping up for the flood, Noah worked tirelessly for 120 years. But he lived 950 years, and he served God all of them, 950 years. How long is too long for you? Are you willing to serve, live, follow, and worship God the rest of your life, whether that be 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 years? How long is too long? God bless you. See you next time.